And record.
And record. Hi, and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We're a bit excited this morning because we've come to a launch. We've come to a launch event. So you can see Blackpool Tower there in the background. I've got my Teaboys with me. And we're back at Rigby Road, which is perhaps what you can just about see at the back of us here.
As Bobby Ball would say, I could crush a grape.
And this is Blackpool Transport HQ. So we're going to go and find out all about the new Tram Museum. So don't forget, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit that little bell and you've done all that sign up, subscriber stuff. And we'll go see what we can find.
And I'm going to tell a friend, the only one I've got. Right.
And he's brought his camera?
Yes.
So you might remember that this is exactly the spot where the Coronation Street tram was delivered to a week or two ago when we did the vlog, when we went, oh, poor thing.
Link below.
Link below
In the video.
Yeah, link below in the video.
That's what you keep me for.
And this is the depot here, so I think we might be collared for a yellow jacket when we get round this corner, because there's a cast of thousands already lined up, and people all in the jackets. There's Paul A look, all organised and ready, and we've got some trams, and we've got the go on.
Morning. Hello.
Western Train Tram.
Hi guys.
Hi. Hi, Paul.
Brilliant. So the first thing that I wanted to do is welcome you all to Tramtown. It means a huge amount to us that you've come. We've got enormous different talents around us today. We've got different people from the media here. We've got councillors, MPs, council officers. All of you have all contributed something to this amazing journey. And obviously some of the board of Blackpool Transport, right through to our amazing managing director and some of our Tramtown team. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to have a little walk round and show you some of the work that we've done so far. We're going to see some of the phases. We're going to talk about phases today. We're going to talk about phase 1 and phase 4 in particular. And we're going to show you what that actually looks like, so you can start to picture it. And then we're going to work our way around the building. We'll see some of the public already, because this is actually open to the public. We opened in September 2021, and in that time we've had over 5,000-6,000 people come and visit us, and some of them are in today enjoying the attraction. And what we'll then do is go into a boat tram, and we're going to watch a video. And we're going to watch a video of what the future looks like. And the future here is going to be amazing. We're all going to be part of it, and we're all going to benefit it. Not just ourselves here, but the amazing people on that side of the fence in the Bloomfield area and Blackpool itself, and also the wider region of Lancashire and the northwest of England. So what starts today is a really positive revolution. It started in September 21, but today we really add the bones and something really special. Brian, I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that.
There's an awful lot to add. I think you've pretty well summed it up. Everything we do is about people, and that is the key factor that really matters in all of this. We've done this with our local community. It's all been done by volunteers, and as we tell you all about it as we go around today, I think the most important thing that I can say is that we've achieved the application of our planning permission last week. We've put that in. We've funded everything from public donations, from the tours that we do around the depot, and from selling merchandise. And so far, we've cost Blackpool Transport and the council nothing. Everything we've done, we've paid for ourselves. Our architect has completed our plans up to RIBA Stage 3, and we've got our plans up to RIBA Stage 4 for Phase 1, which you'll hear more about later. And to think that we've achieved that at zero cost, effectively, to this entire project speaks for itself. We are going to be good value for money all the way through this. And again, it's all because we've got the right people. And having you here today endorses all of that, because again, your support means a very great deal to us and shows that we've got this message right. So come and enjoy this tour, come and have a look round. We'll be very pleased to show you what we've been up to behind the scenes.
Well done.
Thanks. So if you want to follow us, there'll be some of us will be safety stewards. So if you're a safety steward, if there is, obviously we'll come back out. The fire point is just over there. Other than that, if you want to follow us, and we're going to go. Thanks guys, if you want to follow us. This is our phase 1 area. So the buildings that you saw where we first stood will be demolished this year as part of the electronic bus upgrades project that we're doing. So that's where we're converting all the buses in Blackpool to battery powered buses, electric powered buses. So when we talk about phase 1, this is the area that we're talking about. And we're going to move all the electronics equipment, all the engineering equipment, and repurpose it and put it into this phase. And that gives us a huge potential, because what we can start to do is create something that is 21st century fit to look after vehicles that were built in the 1880s and 1920s and 1930s. And it also means we can put all the things that we need to in all the right order to increase productivity, which means hopefully we'll start to see even more trams being repaired, maintained in a better way, and new illuminated trams as well. So this isn't just a case of moving things around to save them, it's actually repurposing them to give us more efficiency and be able to deliver more. So this is the area that we've talked about as a phase 1 part of the scheme, which you're going to see shortly in the video. And this is going to be obviously this section, and it pushes 2 tram lanes along that way as well, which we're going to go and have a look at now. The next part of the tour where we're heading towards is the phase 4 area. So we're going to move from phase 1 to phase 4. Phase 2 is the overall route, and phase 3 is the doors for the building. So we're going to go from phase 1 to phase 4 in one go, and then we're going to head to the video. Brian, is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
No! Because this building is going to be divided into 3 principal sections. The left-hand section, which is phase 1, is of course the new workshop, which Paul Galley's already mentioned. The middle section will be the stabling area, where the trams will sleep at night and head out onto the promenade every day. And on this side, where we're now standing, this is going to be an exhibition hall, which will blow your socks off when we show you the video later. This is going to be quite an exciting adventure, and this will be the fun part of the whole thing. And this is the catalyst for our future. I've built this little shop where we sell our merchandise, and it's been built out of all the pallets that we receive our goods on. So we've recycled everything. It's got some time and some effort, and we're very, very proud of what they've achieved.
That's lovely.
At a certain point, at 18 minutes past, I've got a radio interview to do live on Radio Lancashire, so I'm keeping my eye on the time to make sure that it's
I can't remember that one. Is it Coral Island? Looks like it should be if it's not.
Yeah.
Probably has said is very soon we'll be relocating this shop, which opened today. It used to be over that side, but we're getting ready for the engineering works and the building works that are about to start this summer. So we've moved the shop over here. Some work's already been started. That's all been painted. We'll get clearance to this side. Next couple of weeks properly, and what we'll do is clean it all up, take this far side, put shop in, and this is our first attempt to be phase 4. We're going to see the video very, very different to this, but in order to start that journey we need to be here physically in presence to do it, and this is just the start. So building the shop, and the shop's all been built in the last last 2 months, and that's a big income driver for us already in a very basic form. But what will happen once we're here, the tours will start to change as well. Tourists, so they'll come in here and they'll finish at this point and then exit that point. So everything has this cyclical flow.
This is all very exciting. They've got ever such a lot. Oh, excuse us. They've got ever such a lot of trams that are waiting to be restored and refurbished. And this is the Tramtown tour waiting to go and look round. Did you say about 5,000 people?
Yes.
5,000, wow, that's a lot. It is, it's a bargain. Blackpool's best attraction. And this is what they look like when they come in, and then eventually they're restored to what you see running on the seafront, on the promenade. Not where the Coronation Street one's in. Oh, what are you going on, Jolly Caroli? How exciting, how exciting. We don't need a ticket then, Paul?
No ticket today, no ticket, no.
No ticket. You should be passing the camera out, shouldn't you?
Well, this is a turning point in our history and our future. This is the first step into tomorrow. The overarching business strategy is to create a new family-oriented, heritage-based visitor attraction for Blackpool. This will act as a showcase and all-year-round advertisement for some of the town's most influential and iconic assets, the stories of which are firmly rooted within this historic site. Locating the visitor attraction here at Rigby Road will also assist in the retention and preservation of the last original working tramcar depot on the UK mainland, whilst retention of the engineering facilities as a base for the maintenance and restoration of the historic tramcars will allow for their continued operation on the tramway and help to retain the valuable skills required to maintain them. The visitor centre will be the overarching nucleus around which all the other activities revolve and is our ultimate end game, underpinning the various income streams and strategies. Part of this core is behind-the-scenes mystique that captures the imagination of the public on our successful depot tours. Indeed, it's the significance of the family element in our offer that is integral to our success and encapsulates something for everyone. And when we looked at this entire project, we thought, what's the golden thread that runs through it all? And Steve Williams was the catalyst for that. It took us 6 months to work out what that was, and yet it was staring us in the face. And you know, it's heritage with a capital H. It's not just any old golden thread, this. Heritage trams, for example, are essential in maintaining a historic presence on Blackpool's seafront, which has been enjoyed by local residents and holidaymakers alike since 1885. The trams are as iconic and important in their own way as a ride on a donkey, a stroll down a Victorian pier, a journey up the tower, a thrill at the pleasure beach, or a top-class stage production in a historic Blackpool theatre. Heritage Blackpool is the embodiment of Victorian entrepreneurialism, and it strengthens all of our attractions, helping us to define us as a resort that stands out from the rest. Heritage is a defining power like no other, having the capability to regenerate place. It becomes an integral and crucial step on a pathway to restructuring and developing one of the most deprived areas in the country, bringing tangible benefits for all, not just to Blackpool, but to the region as a whole. Heritage is a major player within the UK economy on a huge scale, raising the profile of its visitors and bringing higher per capita spend, defining, developing and ultimately generating a more sustainable visitor economy for Blackpool. Our historic tramway and its tangible links to the present crosses the generations, ensuring the past has a sense of place and takes pride of place in our culture, taking it into the future for new generations to enjoy. The trams remain relevant and able to play their part as an attractor to Blackpool and play a highly significant role by being complementary and supportive to all the other attractions. The trams are, in fact, the cement that holds the fabric of the Fylde coast together, providing not just transport, but tourism arteries that continue to pump the lifeblood into the local economy across the coast. Only Blackpool can do this. Thanks for joining us on this journey. It's going to be exciting.
So this is the lovely Brian. Now, we've known each other quite a long time, haven't we, Brian?
We have. We've shared ice cream and cake together, haven't we?
We've shared ice cream. And Brian said that the thing that makes it special is the heritage, which is true. But the next close thing to that is the people.
I think they run in parallel with each other.
Definitely,
because heritage was
definitely.
created by people when it wasn't heritage, when it was just something new.
Exactly.
And we are recreating heritage and turning it back into something new.
Yeah.
It's really important
Yeah,
to
but
do
you're
that.
such a fabulous team. I mean, I know that from knowing some of you, and I know a little bit about what goes off in this place. But I know that it's a really good team.
Yeah, it's the people that make it work, and I think the wonderful thing about this is that, you know, we just have this shared vision We have a plan, we know where we're going, we know what the end game is, and we just want to get there in the nicest, friendliest, most palatable way possible.
Absolutely.
And I think the loveliest thing about this is that we've got all the right people here. We've got skills that we couldn't afford to pay for, that people come and do it for nothing. And, you know, the bottom line is that there's no egos involved. We all just want to deliver this, and we want to do it well.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it, and we're doing it for our local community. We want to regenerate this area. We're in one of the poorest wards in the country, and it's one of the few parts of Blackpool that, you know, is still waiting on the list for that regeneration.
Yeah.
And we're going to deliver it.
Fabulous. I'm sure if anybody can, you will.
You are lovely. You always say the nicest
You and your
things.
bunch. No, I genuinely mean that. I genuinely mean that, because what you've just said is true. It's not blurb for a camera. It genuinely is true. So
It
good
is.
luck to you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, and I'm sure that your effort and your work will be paid off.
Thank you, Jane.
So I've put this is my purple one. This is my purple one I've just put in. We're all donating. We're all donating to the appeal. So it's shaking the tin. So that's been a really interesting look round. And we'll get some more information. We'll put it online for you. And I'm just going to go and have a look on the Charlie Caroli tram. So I think hats off to all these amazing people that have done such a fabulous job of getting to this stage, because it's a big achievement, and that is an understatement.
It's got bridges,
So you've probably been on this when you've been on a heritage tour on Blackpool Promenade. And what you might not know is that all the heritage trams are operated by volunteers, so they have volunteer drivers. And you can stand at the handle and direct the tram. I better not touch the button, I might make it move, because obviously it is patent number. What does that say? Westinghouse? Trundling up and down on the same tramway that they were built for all these years later, and it's the only one. It's the only one. So come on a Tramtown tour, watch the progress of this amazing new Blackpool attraction coming to life. We've seen some bits and bobs of the actual concept and what we're intending to do. We'll be able to come and see all these trams. Hope you've enjoyed that. Enjoyed our 3 go to the tram launch. There's one down there. Just David Evans is at the back of this outside.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Everyone's here. He's looking around and taking until next time, we'll see you later.